Q1 2021 was one of the best historic quarters in Bitcoin, in crypto in general. And so a lot of people are expecting, well, some further amazing gains in Q2. I became quite famous in 2017 for calling the top. And yeah, let's see. It's gonna be an unpopular video today. Stay tuned. It's gonna be an important one. Hey and welcome to today's video. My name is Julian. On my channel, it's all about making you crypto fit. I discuss the beautiful world of decentralization, blockchain, cryptocurrencies, most of all Bitcoin. Every once in a while, we talk about the alternative coins, altcoins. And yeah, today it's about the entire sector as a whole, about this record quarter. I mean, just looking at the facts, if you just kind of look back a bit, January, February, March, I mean, Bitcoin's been going up 6 months in a row. A lot of the metrics are screaming that we are hitting a bit of the top in a cycle. And so, well, I think if you're dead honest, you feel a bit the buzzing. A lot of the altcoins, record gains. And actually just looking at March, and I mean looking at Q1, Bitcoin did over 100% in a single quarter. And we're not talking about going from a million to 2 million market cap. We're talking about going from 600 billion to 1.2 billion. That's kind of the stuff we're talking about, right? So we're talking about serious gains here. Maybe let's play a game. Write into the chat, write into the comments, wherever you're watching. If you're listening to this on a podcast, think about it. What is your time horizon when you invest in coins and cryptocurrencies? What's your time horizon? Do you generally invest for hours, maybe a day or two? Option one, hours, day or two. Do you generally invest for days, maybe a week or two? Do you generally invest maybe, let's say, 3 or 4 months, maybe half a year? Or do you generally invest a year plus? What's the time horizon? Is it like hours, maybe a day? Is it more like weeks? Is it more like months? Or is it more like years? What's your time horizon? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the comments. So Hussein says a year. S. Miller says 5 years. Andre says 10 years. Wow, what a time horizon. 5 years. Okay. Let's keep playing. Now, what do you think is the time horizon of the majority of the other crypto investors? What do you think is their time horizon? Do most people invest for hours, maybe a day? Do they invest for 2 or 3 weeks and that's when they want to see 100 or 200%? Do they invest rather for 6 months? Or do they have a time horizon of years? What do the others have? Let me know. So what do the others have? So most people here, when they talk about themselves, they talk about years, a year plus, long term. So what do you think other people have? And yeah, comments are coming in. Other people say 3 to 6 months, weeks, hours. Big players for decades. Raquel or Rachel, I agree. Hours. The reason I like playing this game is because it is the same question as if I ask you, would you consider yourself an above average driver? Most people consider themselves an above average driver. If people get asked, would you consider yourself above average pretty? Most people consider themselves above average pretty. Now, this is impossible by definition. And the funny thing is, how is it possible that whenever you play this time horizon game, whenever it's about themselves, people say, oh, years, long term. Oh, the others? Oh, the others are always about hours, days maybe weeks, but not years. You know what's the honest truth? The honest truth is, just like if you ask people if they're above average car drivers and 90% say yes, if they're above pretty, 90% say yes, it's the typical fallacy. It's a typical fallacy of how we judge ourselves. We judge ourselves how we would love to see ourselves, and not how we really are. And at the moment, I think this is such a good statement because I think we have accumulated a group of people in the crypto sphere now. And again, it's none of us here, obviously, right? It's all the others. But we have accumulated a group of people whose time horizon has shortened significantly. I posted on Twitter that about 2 years ago, actually April 2nd, 2019, was when, in my opinion, the bull run for this current cycle really started. Until that point, we were constantly trending down, and then April 2nd, suddenly Bitcoin jumped 10%. And since then, Bitcoin's been going up, going up, going up. And if you kind of remove the COVID-19 dip that we had a year ago, since then, it's been constantly going up. It's been trending positive, positive, positive. We went from 3,000 to now 60,000 without any significant dips. But especially over the past quarter, and I can see this in videos, I can see this in the comment section, people start getting nervous about their returns. For them, 100% in a quarter is not enough anymore. And I can see this with Bitcoin. People, I for the first time, I hear friends about using leverage. I hear friends saying, Bitcoin, man, the returns in Bitcoin are way too low. This is the same kind of trend that I've seen in 2017. I see ICOs again with no product raising shitloads of money. I see a lot of hype and very little substance. The projects that actually have a product, the projects that have been doing really, really well, have been underperforming over the past quarter. And those projects that are selling air, are selling hype, have been doing super, super well. And so that leads me to a very unpopular opinion, I'm sure. And I'm not just talking, I'm actually walking my walk. And I'm going to tell you what I'm actually, or what I have been doing. And the people who are, I only have this in German, but I have this so-called inner investment circle. And we discuss a lot of investment ideas. And they know what I'm doing one-on-one because I share every step along the way. So it's not just me talking on YouTube. I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I believe Q2 is gonna be a bit of a bad month for most altcoins. I think Bitcoin's gonna do well because Bitcoin has value. I think DeFi is gonna do well. It did quite miserable. If you look at Q1, if you look at March, the entire DeFi sector underperformed. And it always goes in cycles. The NFT sector did insanely well in Q1. And a lot of hype actually came from there. And I benefited from that. Mid-December, I shifted a lot of my funds in altcoins. Man, made shitloads of money over the last 3 months. Again, people who are following me step by step, they notice. I made 500, 600, 7% on coins, right? Since December. DeFi chain, dude, that thing is up insane. But I think Q2 is gonna see a bit of a different shift. I'm selling, except for my top 3 positions, Bitcoin, DeFi chain, Ethereum, I'm actually selling most of my other positions and putting them into Bitcoin. I, on these trading positions, look in months, right? So I'm talking about a 3 months time horizon here. I just think a lot of those projects, there's nothing behind it. And they've done, I don't know, they've attracted people, and I see it in the comments. I see it in, oh, only 200%? Dude, 200%, you know how much that is? That's absolutely insane. And I think people have, suddenly the crypto space attracted a sector of these super get-rich-quick people, where it's all about pump. It doesn't matter about the project anymore. I have friends that I consider solid investors. And suddenly they are like, I invested in this project, dude. I have no idea what this coin even does. I'm just investing in this because I heard it's gonna pump. Yeah, when I hear this feedback, I'm the first person to go into coins that I think are very substantial. And that's why I'm moving out. And I had a lot of money in altcoins over the past 3 months. I started going into altcoins mid-December. Glad I did. Fantastic, amazing returns. I'm not complaining. And I know many of you are probably going to sit in altcoins and you're going to hope that they go up. And hey, fingers crossed. I hope for you they do. I'm not doing this video because I need to have a popular opinion. I'm doing the video because I want to share what I'm doing. And so, let's see. Let's see how the NFT sector is going to do in Q2. Let's see how many of these projects where people are like, man, that project's going to do so well. Let's see how it really does. And I'm going to take a bit of a safer route. Let's see. Let me know what you think. Let me know how unpopular that is. Hey, when I actually don't think Bitcoin is going to crash. I want to make this very clear. I don't think Ethereum is going to crash. I think the DeFi sector is going to do really well because it kind of really underperformed in Q1. It didn't get much of the hype. I think a lot of the coins though that have made me some significant gains over the last 3 months maybe are going to underperform a bit. Yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know which coin is going to prove me wrong. Let me know in the comments below. I have no problem with that. Again, opinions don't matter, results do. And put your money where your mouth is. I'm doing so. I'm going out of altcoins. I am shifting into some substantial positions. And let's see how that goes forward. Let's reflect in 3 months. So yeah, that's a bit of my unpopular opinion. Make up your mind though. That's what I'm doing. So all the best. Let's see how Q2 is gonna do, and talk to you soon. If you like this content, subscribe to the channel so you're not missing out on any of the updates. I share a lot of the stuff that I'm doing. I'm trying to do this in a very rational, consistent way. And yeah, if you enjoy this, then subscribe. If you love this stuff, click the upvote button, and then I'll see you next time. Thanks so much. Yours truly, Julian. Bye-bye.